Since I started playing back in October of 2016, Dead by Daylight's killer roster has expanded to house over 40 iconic killers. Unfortunately, however, because of this, some of those killers will not be as strong as the top tiers. But in today's video, I've found a way to make these weak killers shine to their brightest capability, so I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we are, of course, playing as Trapper. One of the weakest killers in the game, of course, being Evan McMillan himself. Not exactly known for a huge amount of strength. Get the pallet out early. We're running a very nasty build on him. That being, of course, the Hex build. And we're pairing it up with a very, very, very dangerous double Eerie. Essentially, we're gonna make survivors' lives hell as much as possible and be super annoying with our, of course, traps also damaging the survivors. So we don't really need to care about placement because we can just kind of put them where we want, and, well, they're gonna have to deal with them regardless. What this does mean is I will probably lock down this side of the map. Therefore, they have to come and play with me. So, yeah, that's the dealio. If you want to have fun on my game. I'll chase you. I might as well. You gonna give me the pallet? Thank you. I see no reason to keep up her chase. After all, they are back on this gen. And I'm gonna chase this V into the map here. She is running towards somewhere we've already set up a trap. And she can see that. Obviously, she's hesitating. She doesn't want to step in it. They do get my Undying. That's one totem gone already, of course. That pallet goes. I'm going to throw this. They are going to flashlight me. It is Champion of Light. This team clearly wanting to try and bully me, but we'll see if that truly works. You aren't going to make it another round. There goes my other Hex. That is the Hex of It is Thrill of the Hunt. They're all trying to flock in here for a flashlight save. I'm not quite sure about this, my friends. Now you're all injured. I'm not sure quite what they're doing here. Because I can hear her. You aren't close enough anyway. I'm just gonna pick her up. Might as well. We can see her running off in the distance. I don't see any reason not to take my hooks as I have them right now. There's Dwight. Trying to annoy me. It's not gonna work, Dwight. Our previous trap coming in to help us. And now, well, now I'm playing the long game. Now it's just about winding the survivors down with an extra long game where I pretty much just set up a death zone. And that death zone is this side of the map. I'm gonna go ahead, though, and pick up and reignite these totems. Fallen Refuge, actually, probably one of the best maps I could have gotten for this specific game on Mr. Trapper. Go ahead and chase. Not exactly gonna be able to go far there, are we, Miss Cheryl? Another trap doing its job. So we're going to go ahead and throw her up there. They do get ruined. Slightly concerning. It doesn't matter, though. We already have two penties in the corner. So unless they choose to go for the penties, which I kind of have unlocked because I have someone hooked over here, then I don't think there's much that they can do. As my traps are kind of... yeah, they're kind of in a really good position here. They have to come to me. That's essentially the whole gist of this. And we can see Dwight. He is going for the unhook. So, pretty easy. You are going to stay. That makes sense. Gonna go ahead, though, and... oh, I don't hit her. Well, that's a shame. I feel like one of your friends is gonna come in. I'm wrong. Doesn't matter, though. Just throw him back on up. They finished the gen off in the back. It's great for us. Not quite sure what your plan is. I can take a teensy bit of time, though, and donder over here. I want to click up another trap. That way I can make it extra dangerous. Extra unsafe, as you could say. Because we can trap this window as well. Pretty much this entire side of the map belongs to me. And they're going to have to come in and play my game. They do get a heal off, though, so that's a full reset. Which does mean I kind of know where they are. Yeah, they're all over here. Go ahead and do that. Nice mind game works. They're trying to get my attention. I think this is a down, unless... Yeah, Dwight coming in for the hit. I'm gonna waltz back on over. Got no reason not to. After all, I can go back over to pressure. As, well, I did see where Dwight went. No reason not to come over here and pressure you. And, well, I know you see my totem. So, I don't really feel like you being up anymore. Gonna go ahead and keep chasing her here. Absolutely nowhere for her to run, of course. Everything is trapped. She is quickly finding that out, as that window is also trapped. And that does mean we get our dead hard out of her. Something to note for later, of course. As we will get the down, and I think you don't make this in time, to be completely honest. So I will take the down and drag her right back on over to my corner of the map. And of course, Dwight's just been picked up. Not a very nice time for Dwight on the floor. The other Dwight coming in. Keep chasing the other Dwight. We, of course, know absolutely nothing is safe. So it's going to be a real pain for him to go anywhere that isn't into one of my bear traps. And this, once again, is just proving to be headache on headache for this Dwight here. Go ahead and flick there. Get that pallet down almost immediately. As I will get the hit. Now, what this does mean is, unfortunately for them, I can retrieve this trap and be extra annoying. I'm gonna go over here, though, and ensure the progress is reset. They do activate that trap there. As well, Dwight over here falls into another trap. Nowhere for you to run. And, well, do see her walk on over, but I don't think anyone makes this. Doesn't mean they're not gonna try. What I can do, walk on over and hook her, kick this gen, force it to regress, and once again, we get another strong pallet out of the way, so we can go ahead and retrieve. Oh, they actually threw this pallet as well. I don't mind taking this. We are, well, metaphorically speaking here, we are in the position of a lifetime, only needing one more. As I'm just gonna put my trap there as, well. Mr. Dwight here, I think this is the end of him, as we will get our first kill on the board. Our Eerie add-on coming in clutch. As V is going to damage herself once more. We can obviously keep following her. She can't vault this at all, and that. Oh, I don't reach her. Unfortunately, I guess right. There goes one of the panties, but it's not like it matters most. Where are you crawling? I respect the effort, Dwight. I respect it. And, well, we can see Cheryl. So, I'll go ahead and hook her. I'm gonna go ahead and chase our good friend, Miss Cheryl Mason. Obviously having this trap disarmed already, so she can vault it. But it won't mean much, as that will be the 4K. Trapper's most evil build, the Hex build, coming in very nice, as well as the map providing us ultimately the best amount of value that I could have possibly ever asked for. Goodbye, Mr. Dwight. Well, there you go. Getting it done as the Trapper himself. Not a whole lot to say, Just very efficient trap placement, as well as just generally having a good amount of value from my hexes. But yeah, let's get on to our second killer for today. Alright, our second killer is, of course, Ghostface. So, Ghostface, as I'm sure some of you are aware, is probably one of the weakest, if not the weakest killer. That's the whole point of the video, Sume. And, well, his main attribute is, of course, the ability to insta-down stalked survivors. So, the build that I'm running is one that makes him fairly nice in chase to ensure those insta-downs, while also allowing me to get some nice gen regression on those generators. We'll of course be pairing it up with one of his best add-ons, that being Drop Like Knife Sheath, and we're also pairing it up with the very unique driver's license add-on that does this. It's a very nice way to get some extra gen regression on the board, as well as just surprising survivors. I feel like she'll just stay here. No, she does not. I didn't realize this was my obsession. Oh my gosh. She really didn't want to deal with the insta-downs, like, at all. I mean, I suppose that'll make the bot farming off of play with your food stacks pretty easy, I suppose, but that is still hilariously funny. How did I get revealed? I have no clue who revealed me there. Like, zilch. I'm gonna go check the gens. This generator's nearly done. I don't want that. Gonna go ahead and apply my Pop Goes the Weasel onto the generator. As I'm being spotted from across the map right now. I think there's a bug. I think the bot is able to spot me from wherever right now, which, if true, is rather humorous, I can't lie. I'm gonna pop Night Shroud. That's a new bug. The bot is just able to know where I am 24/7 and can reveal my location 24/7. Interesting. I don't know how bugs like this exist in Dead by Daylight, ultimately, but we're gonna go ahead and play with your food. Farm a little bit here. I, of course, basically now... Oh no, the bug's not working anymore. Nice. We, of course, can use it to get 20% extra haste, as we are 10% faster, which makes it impossible for him to outrun me. Obviously, having the extra haste there, allowing us to get the down on the Dwight. And, of course, what's DBD without a little bit more farming of stacks, is I'm gonna go ahead and farm as many as I can here. I'm being a bit of a weird person here, pretending like I don't care. Alright, there we go. We now have all of my stacks. So, we are now moving at 15% haste. As we can see, Leon, I'm gonna get you, Mr. Kennedy, as Leon is running, so let's just stalk him here. There we go. Get him to 99. And this does mean that we chase him at 25%, and oh my dear, that is stupidly fast. Basically can't outrun Ghostface at that haste. It's like I'm an NFL footballer with how fast I'm running, as it seems... Well, it seems like our friends here don't really want to play DBD anymore, which is fine. I think he's over here. There he is. Go ahead and keep chasing our friend Dwight. Run into chase with her just for a millisecond. That way, I up my pace. And there we go. We're going to be now 25% haste here for a tinsy bit, but now just back down to 15. And it doesn't matter, Dwight. You are not outrunning me at 15%. Nothing he can do there. As we get the down, which therefore means we are now at 6 hooks. Gonna go ahead and just walk right back on over here. I might as well chase the Jill here. Might as well. See if I can stalk her here just a tinsy bit. we are getting her very slowly. It is a shame that, of course, she became a bot immediately. Oh, the bot is not paying attention. That is fine, though. I will wait to be able to insta-down you. Just gonna keep chasing her here. I don't want to down her, because I don't want to waste stacks. So what I will do is, of course, wait, and there we go. The insta-down. We can obviously see some scratch marks, so I have an idea of who might have been here. But this generator will be losing its progress, and we are gonna adventure back into the map as well. You're not hiding yourself, Mr. Kennedy. I'm, of course, going to keep waiting. Well, actually, I'm just gonna swing here. Use the little neat trick I know. Oh, I miss. No, he is decisive. Decisive. It's balanced landing. I still don't know my perks, and I have 7k hours in this game. That really goes to show. Keep chasing Mr. Leon here, though. They did get a gen. This gen in front of me. That's not an issue. Well, it's not even a big issue if the Leon runs straight into me. As Jane was doing something. I don't know. Let's go ahead and throw Leon up here. Of course, that means Leon's dead. And, of course, we know that the Jane was over here. She didn't run inside. She is running on the outside, so I'm gonna keep stalking her here. I don't know where. There she is. 99 her. Her stalk is ready to pop. And there we go. We're gonna go ahead and pop it now. That way, we get the haste. She will make it to this pallet here, but oh, she's choosing to run. I'm not quite sure about that decision, my dear, as that will be the untimely demise of her. And well, I did kind of figure that Dwight would be around here. Does he expect me to full send it? Well, he didn't, but he activated his dead hard, which I don't mind. There he goes, and well, Jane's on the other side, Dwight. There we go. Getting the 4K on Mr. Dwight himself. Not exactly the greatest showcase of Ghostface, but still, I managed to get the job done, nonetheless. There we go. As I said, managing to get the 4K. Let's get on to our final match for today. All right, our final killer is the Brazilian queen herself, Skull Merchant. So, Skull Merchant used to be one of the strongest killers in the game, but ever since has fallen off a cliff. As such, she rightfully deserves a place in this video as some of the weakest killers, as, well, we already get a pin thanks to Zarina here. Gonna go ahead and throw that up here, and, well, makes it fairly easy to get to the immediate hit in. We are, of course, running a bit of a unique build that just consists of a few things. They've already got my ruin, which is not super grande. Oh, she just ran. Smart. We're running Rapid Brutality on Skull Merchant, which was recommended to me via a friend. They do try and get the flashlight save. It does not work. I am going to go ahead and run over here, though. That way I can get my pain res. And they do go ahead and ensure that this one is taken out. So I am going to go ahead and immediately throw up another drone. I'm not quite used to how you play Miss Skull Merchant, so it's going to be a tad bit weird, but I will do my best to try and show off how lethal this killer can still be, given that you play in the right manner. They are doing the full reset, which is fine. They don't even get the reset. Dwight's going to go ahead and throw that pallet. I'm going to chuck up a drone here, as he doesn't even get scanned there, but he is going to get scanned there, and I think his scans, well, it doesn't matter, as I've just outlooped him. Utilizing the drone to perfection to make him play exactly where I want him to play. And we can go ahead and throw him on up there. They do get my drone. That's not very nice. Gonna go ahead and put the drone there. That way, can keep getting pressure. So that's another scan on one of the survivors. Oh, hello. You ran that way. And that is gonna be the injure. on Yui. I have no idea where she ran. Oh, you're still here. Oh, but you ran in to avoid it. Smart. I don't quite get her, unfortunately. She is injured, though, and, of course, has a claw trap, but she's running to Shaq, which is something I can't really afford. What I can do, though, head back on over. Dwight's here. Not exactly in an ideal position. As we get one scan in. He is going to go ahead and run this way, and I'm going to go ahead and... Yep, there we go. He now has a claw trap, and he is now slowed. I'm gonna redeploy my drone, and I'm just gonna completely ignore the Quante Young, as it's not gonna matter, as we are gonna get the down on Mr. Dwight. And Quante Young took his sweet time, and he doesn't even get the flashlight save. It's still in a bit of a weird spot. Not quite sure how I want to feel right now. I am gonna walk right back on over here, though, as they are both here. I feel like the Yui has resilience as well, which is something that I don't really want them to have, if I can be completely real. They are here. Throw up a drone, and Yui is immediately on it to get rid of that drone, but Quante Young running edge map here, which will mean I get the hit in. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take back my drone, as I will use the haste that I get from Rapid Brutality to get another hit. And, well, this is bad for them, as, well, I kind of know where they're going, as I am going to be able to walk on over here, and I think Dwight might actually be dead. Dwight is dead! Very nice. They decided not to go save their friend. Instead, they decided to go ahead and complete the gen, which I'm not quite sure how smart of a decision that will be in the long term. Either way, it's not like I care. It's a free death on the board for me, and I'm gonna use that to the fullest extent that I possibly can. I'm gonna go ahead and deploy a drone and immediately reclaim it. That way I have undetectable. But she knew. Gonna go ahead and set up a drone, though, inside of Shaq. I'm not exactly getting the full usage out of my drone just yet. As well, we do get it there. And she will get scanned. And of course it's blocked, which means she won't be running much further. And well, the drone's down, so I knew she was there. And that's a free hit-in, which I can just use to take our good friend Zarina all the way downstairs. And now we're in a very, very strong position. Gonna go ahead and redeploy the drone. Oh, there's a bug. I forget that that's a bug right now. You can't deploy drones above people on elevations. That's really annoying. She will throw Shaq, and she is heading downstairs. Not that it matters. I get the down. I'm going to immediately go ahead, throw her up, and we are going to immediately keep trying to chase, as Quante Young does get another generator. Take a little different route here. She will vault. The game decides to be generous to me today, and I think that's her dead, to be completely honest. As yes, she did touch the generator. This now just means that it is one survivor left to find. It, of course, being Quante Young, wherever he is. I will leave, though, so that he has the option to go save. Whether or not he does, entirely up to him. Not exactly getting the, you know, interesting excitement out of utilizing Skull Merchant Insurance, but I still managed to get the kills, so I'd say I've done a good job. Quante Young will not be saving our dear friend, so that now means that it will come down to whoever can find the hatch first. I'm gonna go ahead though and just deploy a drone, that way I can retrieve it so that I am undetectable. Just keep dondering around the map. Not exactly ideal. Skull Merchant doesn't exactly have any movement abilities, but the undetectable is a bonus so that he may accidentally run into me. He does not. He finds the hatch. Well, either way, I don't get the Mori, but I managed to showcase, once again, how strong these killers can be if ran with the right builds. Even though they may be weak, they can still invoke fear if you run the right builds, but either way, yeah. Once again, if you've made it to this part of the video, first I'd like to say thanks. Be sure to let me know what your favorite build was today, as well as letting me know what you would like to see in the future. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.